What's the donut hole? How does it apply to Medicare? How does it impact your drug coverage? Medicare, Medicare, we're going to go through this, make this really easy. So first, Medicare Part D is your prescription drug coverage. The way I look at this is there's two main things that are going to impact your costs. The prescriptions you need covered and the pharmacies you want to use. So I look at those two factors, compare all the drug plans that are available, and look at what's going to be the lowest total estimated cost between monthly premium, plus any cost to fill those prescriptions, such as a copay. There's 4 stages, which is kind of unique, and Medicare has their own way of tracking prescription costs, which is totally different than any other type of insurance that I've ever seen. So there's the deductible stage and the initial coverage stage. Those two are oftentimes blended together because many plans have a deductible that only applies to certain medications and not all of them. But as far as the donut hole, how does that work? It's officially called the coverage gap, but more commonly referred to as the donut hole. And you reach that because Medicare has a specific way of tracking total costs. So the way to think about it is there are 2 buckets. So one bucket is the total cost of the medications. The other bucket is what you pay. So an example would be, let's say you're taking a medication that costs $100. $100 goes into that total cost bucket, but your copay is $10. So $10 goes into your bucket. So the number amount varies each year, but you move into that donut hole, at least for 2021, when that total cost hits $4,130 for the year. So what does that mean? Well, you're now in the donut hole, so instead of paying $10 to fill that prescription, you're going to pay 25%. So using the same example of a $100 medication, instead of paying a $10 copay, you'd pay 25%, which would be $25 to fill that. Now you stay in the coverage gap where you pay that 25% until you move into the final stage, which is called the catastrophic stage. And you do that by your bucket hitting $6,550. And that's a big scary number for a lot of people, but the good news is it's not only your cost going in there. And again, this is a pretty complicated way of doing it. I don't know how they created it, but this is the way it works. So your costs go into here, into your bucket, but also you get a manufacturer discount from whoever makes that prescription, and they discount it by 70%. So in general, that 70% is also going to go into your bucket. So in that $100 example, the $25 is going into your bucket, but also $70 from the manufacturer is going into your bucket, which is going to help you reach that much faster than you would just paying all on your own. So that's the good news. Once you're into this final stage, called that catastrophic stage, you'll pay 5%, and that, or at most 5%. So that $100 medication would cost you $5 instead of the $25 it was during the donut hole or the $10 copay from before. So a lot of moving parts. All of this changes from year to year as far as the specific numbers, and for your situation as far as what medications you need covered. So it's important to stay on top of this because this can save you a ton of money each year by switching pharmacies or switching drug plans that fit your needs. So if you want to talk, the fall enrollment period is a great time to look at this. There's a link down below. You can click that link, schedule time with me, and we can go through your specific situation, or you can give me a call at the number down below. Talk to you soon.